All right, well, call the meeting to order. We'll take a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay, I need a motion to approve the February 9th, 2021 Town Board meeting minutes.
I'll make the motion.
John, was that you, John? John Leone?
It was both of us. Both of us, so we can, don't matter
So
who.
John Leone made the motion, John Drabick made the second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We need a motion to approve the town clerk's February written report.
I'll make that motion.
Motion Kathy Ham. Second John Drabick. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Tim Maston, you want to give your report?
Yep. So we've been working on some of the equipment in the shop. We've been out patching potholes. We worked on 2 water breaks for the water department. We didn't have any real big problems with the windstorms or anything like that. Some small branches and limbs, nothing major. So we started cleaning up some of our where our plows dig in during the winter. We started that today as the weather's getting warmer. The ground's unfreezing. And then the other issue is our 2012 550. Lost the motor. We've got 3 quotes. One from Ford at $19,448.36. One from Maybes at $18,978.94. And one from Redline at $17,814.99.
Okay.
So we would like to get a motion to spend up to $19,000, depending on some more information on warranty stuff. And it'd be between the 2 low bidders, maybe, and Redline.
Okay, before we vote on that, everybody is in agreement that we should fix it. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, the consensus is that we should fix it. Tim, that motion is that we can spend not to exceed $19,000 on the low bid or the bid between Redline and Maybes?
Right.
Okay.
The winner of the bid will be, as he said, will be depending on incidentals. Maybes in his took an account for transmission lines and some other things that are hooked to the motor that they suspect may break while they're taking the motor out. And as long as they have the same warranty as Redline, that's where the issue is. Theirs might be a little bit higher because they're including incidentals where we don't know if Redline is. So we'll let Tim make that determination.
Okay.
Before I do anything, I'll get back to Matt and he can relay to the board so everybody's on the same page.
Okay, sounds good, Tim.
All right. So we need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Motion, John Leone, second.
I'll second it.
Charlie Florio. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you, Tim. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. I need a motion to approve the Water and Sewer Department report.
Make the motion.
Motion, John Drabick.
I'll second it.
Second, Charlie Florio. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We also have a written report from the police department, and Eric is on the line. I'm assuming everybody's had a chance to review the report.
I did.
Eric, before we vote on it, do you have anything to add?
No, nothing else further to add, other than that Officer Lovett is taking a little bit of a leave of absence for about a month.
Okay.
Still
So,
gonna keep him on. I'm still gonna keep him on the books and everything, but he's just gonna take a little time off. So he
that's
gets
fine.
better.
Do we have a plan for dog control, Chief?
Yes, I contacted the sheriff's office and I contacted the state police, and they are going to take care of the dog complaints till he comes back.
Okay. Is there anybody on staff, our staff, that might want to do that at some point?
I don't have anybody that expressed any interest in it. No.
Okay.
Eric, one question I had, when I was signing bills today, I see we got the part for the headlight. Has that been installed yet, or did we just pay for the part?
No, I don't believe that's been installed yet. We're gonna have to work on getting that car over there to get it installed. I'll work that out with Stephanie. She can take it over there to the sheriff's office next time she works.
Okay.
And how are we with computers?
Computers are still a no-go. We have the computers. We're just waiting for the state to load our SJS and our tracks into them. They're backed up quite a bit. There's only one person that does it. They offered it up for us, our IT guys, to do it, but they don't feel comfortable doing it. They've never done it before. And I don't think it's a good idea anyway. Because if we run into an issue or a problem, it's going to have to go back to them anyhow.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Hey, Eric, the two new officers and soon to be 3 new officers, I'm going to need some information on them.
Okay.
So I'll give you a call.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Yep.
And so everybody's seen the written report. Can I entertain a motion to pass the February report?
I'll make that motion.
Motion, Kathy Ham.
I'll second it.
Second, John Leone. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. And then my question to the board is, do we like this format? I think it's pretty clear.
With the report.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like it. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, a little
Lot
bit better
better.
than the last one.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
And I have
It's
a
been
question,
pretty good. I could understand it.
Oh, good.
Matt, with the dogs, so now we call the sheriff's department?
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do.
Okay, so how's that gonna work with the whole $305? You know how we normally try to find the owner?
Well, it's a case by case basis. So, I mean, hopefully they try to find the owner. If not, we're gonna have to pay it.
Okay. So they're aware of that, Eric?
No, they're not aware of that. I wasn't even aware of that. I didn't know there was a 300. So every time we get a dog complaint, we'd have to pay $305.
Oh, every time we have to house a dog at the Humane Society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they give you, 25 or 24 hours, they don't charge. But then after that,
I
Yep.
can call the Ron Perez tomorrow and get some information on this.
Well, we can also, Sandy, can you give him a copy of the contract
sure.
with the Humane Society so Eric can see that?
Do I have it or do you have it?
I think you have it.
Okay.
If not, let me know. But
You just email it to me. I'll call Ron Perez and see if we can work something out with this.
okay.
I mean, if
All right.
the dog has a tag on it, we can track who he belongs to by the number. But if he's not licensed and he doesn't have a tag on him, then there's really no way of tracking.
Yep. All right. So we passed the motion for the report.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we have, need approval to hire an additional police officer. Apparently you, John and the police commissioner and Eric, interviewed another candidate?
Yes, we interviewed Robert Sears. He's a retired Albany PD chief. He retired at the rank of chief. Very knowledgeable, as I said in the workshop. His resume is phenomenal. He can go anywhere, and as I told you, I'll tell everybody again. One of my first questions to him is, with that resume, you can go anywhere. So why a little town like Stockport? And he, as I stated earlier, he said 2 reasons. One, he wants to keep his hand in police work, and he has a full-time job now. He's in charge of security at 4 private colleges, and this would allow him to work a day or 2, here or there, and keep his hand in and keep his certification in police work, as well as he worked alongside and with Bill Van Amberg, our sergeant in Stockport. Bill's the one that told him to check with us to see if there would be an opening possibly for him. Also, I had informed him that we're going to be tasked in the next year or so, a couple of years down the road here, with being accredited. He said, which he's very familiar with that procedure, and he would be willing to help us with the paperwork and get us accredited. So, and that's just the gist of it. I mean, we spoke at length, and like I said, I think he'd be a very good fit, very intelligent person, brings a lot of credentials to the department. I think he'd, as well as the last 2 candidates we hired, I think he'd be a great asset. So my recommendation to the board, as I told you, is to give Eric permission to hire him.
Okay. Any other comments?
Yeah, when I first met him, he came in just to see the PD, and he came on a Tuesday. I sat down, I talked to him for about an hour and a half. Extremely knowledgeable, like John said, and it would be an honor to have someone work beside myself and the other officers with the amount of knowledge that he has, and he just knows how to handle himself, and he's a super, super nice guy. I feel honored that he want to come work for me. I really do. As long as the board gives him the opportunity to, I think you'll be very pleased with him.
Okay.
So do you need a motion, Matt?
Sorry, I was on mute. I apologize. I need a motion to hire Mr. Sears as a police officer.
I would make that motion.
I have a motion, a second.
I'll second it.
Second, Charlie Florio. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Well, congratulate Mr. Sears.
Will do.
Look forward to meeting him.
Yeah, we'll have to do the swearing in, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll contact him. I'll get a hold of you when he wants to come down for the swearing in.
Okay, sounds good. I'm there Saturdays too.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is the resolution regarding police reform. Rob, can you entertain or talk about that a little bit?
Yep, I can summarize the resolution. As the board knows, the Stockport Police Department participated in the collaborative police reform plan with the county and Village of Philmont and Town of Greenport. So as part of that plan, we need to pass a resolution adopting the plan that the county had its public hearing on last night as the plan for the town of Stockport as well. So the resolution sets out the Executive Order 203, which the governor passed, requiring a police review committee. And the county formed the police reform panel in October in compliance with that executive order. The sheriff's department from Columbia County, Greenport, Stockport, and Philmont all participated in the meetings in the plan. There was some demographic information provided for each of the department, inclusive of the personnel, the females, minorities, full-time and part-time personnel for each of the departments that participated. It states that the local police departments work together with the county on policing efforts, sharing policies, trainings, referrals, investigation, and the handling of cases. There's a lot of mutual assistance between the departments and the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. And it was also confirmed by Matt that with the Office of the Governor, that it was appropriate for the local police departments to work on a collaborative police reform panel process with the sheriff and the sheriff's department. So the local police departments participated in the panel meetings. The resolution sets those out. There were three separate community input panel meetings. There was elected officials and law enforcement panel meetings. There was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those meetings. There was a plan review committee meeting, and then the plan was presented to the public. There was a public hearing that occurred last evening, and then the county is proposing to adopt the plan at its meeting tomorrow night. So due to the global pandemic caused by COVID-19, all of those meetings were conducted virtually, but they were also streamed live on YouTube for the public to participate and comment. The plan has been available on the county's website for a period of time for public review. And the resolution would say that the town board of the town of Stockport does adopt this resolution accepting and approving the police reform plan as and for a collaborative plan inclusive of the town of Stockport.
Okay.
And I believe Matt circulated a hard copy of the plan and or a link to the plan to all board members to review.
Yep, we did, as well as the resolution, the initial resolution, and then today, this resolution. I will say that, there are quite a few goals in there regarding training, regarding hiring practices. They're talking about policies and procedures, body cams, which was a main part of it. And we wrote it in such a way that a local PD like Stockport, where the sheriff is buying body cams now, we've given ourselves some time, anywhere from 3 to 5 years, to be able to purchase body cams for the town of Stockport. So there's not, there's nothing that we're going to have to spend initially. That I'm spending money that we don't have, I guess, is the best way to put it. The other thing in terms of training, we can participate in all the sheriff's trainings. So if they're doing bias training or they're doing any other types of training, we can, as a local police department, take advantage of those trainings as well and use some of the sheriff's department trainers.
Well, thank you for their time.
I'm sorry, Kathy?
Thank everybody for their time and their collaboration, working all together. That's nice.
Yeah, it was a good 3 to 4 months worth of meetings, and it was pretty intense for a while. And I will say, not everybody agreed on certain things, but I think at the end it's a good product. But it's also, as we're telling people, it's a beginning. It's not an end, and it's it's sort of a living document, which will change as time goes on.
When does this take effect, Matt?
It'll take effect. We have to have it to the state by April 1st, John, and then it has to be approved by the state.
Okay. And Eric, I know you've been part of this. Was there any issues of concern for you?
The only issue of concern I had was they don't want us contacting ICE, and that I expressed my concerns in it, and they changed the wording a little bit on it. I had a case where I was working the road and someone called me to back him up. I went and backed him up. The guy claimed he didn't speak any English. He didn't have a driver's license. So I had brought him back to live scan him in our system, and it came back nothing. So we were going to have him get picked up, and I said, well, let me call my buddy who's an ICE agent. He runs him through his system, which wasn't linked to New York State DCJS yet, and he had killed somebody in Florida and raped a woman and killed her. So that was my basis on that, and I said, I don't think that we should do that. Put that in there that we'll never contact ICE because you don't know the circumstances behind the case that we have at hand. and they changed the wording around a little bit, and that was about it. As far as body cameras go, I'm gonna get a grant for those, so don't be concerned as far as that goes. I'll get grants for that, and we'll share the sheriff's office. They'll be able to download our stuff on their server. So if the DA or anything needs any of that stuff, they'll pull it, you know. There's a lot of unknowns to this plan, and it just, but it is what it is. You know, there's really nothing we can do about it. So,
Well, as I said, it's a living document. Things are going to change.
sure.
We're going to put an implementation committee together on the county level. I would ask that our police committee sort of be our implementation committee, which would be John and Kathy, in terms of what some of the goals are on the plan for the town of Stockport, at least, working with the police commissioner and the chief. And the same thing will happen in Greenport, and the same thing will happen in the village of Philmont. I will say, in terms of the ice issue, Eric did affect change by his input on that, and the way it actually reads is that the local PDs aren't going to be doing immigration enforcement, but if an illegal immigrant commits a crime, local police will arrest that individual for committing a crime. So it's not, you know, it's just saying that we're not going to do immigration enforcement. So. So is there any, I know you had time to look at it. It's a pretty big document. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, I would entertain a motion to pass this resolution.
All right, I'll make the motion.
John Dravick, second.
I'll second it.
Kathy Ham, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed?
I'm gonna abstain. Matt, I'm abstaining.
Okay. So we have, was it 3-3 with one abstention, 3 ayes and 1 abstention? And I understand why you're abstaining, John, so. All right, thank you.
And Matt, your vote was A, I'm assuming?
Yes, my vote was A.
Okay. Just for the record.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Next item is a motion to approve the building inspector CEO written report, which is actually 3 months worth of reports. We did receive December's, but this would be January and February's report. As you know, Jim Dallas was in quarantine, so we couldn't get to the office to do the reports for us. So I would entertain a motion to accept those reports.
I'll make the motion.
Who made the motion? John Leone?
Yes.
I'll
Second.
second it.
Second, Charlie Florio. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We have an appointment to the Board of Assessment Review. Rob, is this just a simple motion?
Yes.
Okay, I talked to Lou Hoteling, who is on the assessment review, to reappoint him for another term. So I need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Motion, Charlie
Louis
Florio.
Hoteling.
Lou Hoteling. You know Lou and Sue?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a
So
second.
do we have a second?
I'll second it.
John Dravick? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I'm going to ask John Leone to give us a quick update on the pandemic emergency plan.
Okay, as you know, I've been working on this for the past approximately a month. I just got a full department listing of all our departments in the town with the names of the employees. What I'm doing now is going through that list, and I'm not going to do this myself, Matt. I'm going to do this with you and whoever else you suggest.
Yeah.
Because now and for us, it's not all as complicated as a lot of towns. We don't have unions. We don't have a lot of employees. But now we just have to identify who's essential in each department. Along with that, if we were to have, if we close our town hall, who can work at what capacity? Each department, if one person in each department could come in, or if nobody could come in, or they all could work from home. There's only, so that's where we are with it. It's pretty much in the final stage, because once we identify that, then it's just plugging the names in with the departments and saying, all right, the town hall is closed, but yet Sandy can work from home, or Sandy can work in the office. The other two people can work from home, or vice versa, or however many, we decide with the space provided. If we can meet the CDC recommendations, where they're 6 feet apart, wearing masks, that kind of thing. Maybe they all can work in the office together. Highway department, I would think that they would be deemed all essential, so they would continue to work as they are now. Police department, same thing, they're essential personnel, so they would work. Tax assessors, code enforcement officers. We just have to look at if they can work from home if we have a situation like this again.
Yep. Water and sewer would be another one who would be very important.
Absolutely.
So
that's all we have to do now. Like I said, you provided me with the full list of all the departments and all the names, and now it's just identifying who we would deem essential workers and that would have to continue to work, and if not all essential, who could work from home, and that's the breakdown where we're at now.
John, I'd be happy to work with you on it and help, go through it. So.
Okay. Maybe we can meet in the next week or so.
Yep. Technically, this is supposed to be in by April 1st, but everybody I've talked to, they're going to probably get it, pass them at their April board meeting, which is after the 1st, then we can get it in. I don't think there won't be a penalty.
Like I said, I think if we meet one time, we can pretty much hash it out, and then I believe the way it was emailed to me, it's just pretty much a fill in the blank. I think I can just, like a PDF, I can just input our name and departments and stuff. So it's not going to be that difficult.
Okay.
And with that thought, should we be able to give Sandy access if she had to be able to work from home to access her computer?
That's something we can look at. I mean,
I don't think it would really work at home.
Really?
Mm-mm. No, I don't. I mean, customers, I appreciate the thought, but I just don't think it would work,
And that's one of the things you have to look at. And some people can't work. We have people at the college that cannot work from home because of one reason or the other. They don't have their own laptop, or they don't have Wi-Fi in their house. And sometimes it's just not feasible for them to do that. So we have people that are still working at the college when other people are working home.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is an ongoing plan, John? This pandemic?
This is something that was developed, it came out of because of the pandemic, that Mac would know more, that the Columbia County has, I think it came from the state first of all, and then down to the counties, that all towns and villages within and the county have to come up with this plan. So if we go through this situation again, we don't scramble like everybody was doing this time, figuring out how to work at a reduced number of people and who can work from home, who's deemed essential, who's not deemed essential. So it actually, this came from the state.
Just a suggestion, instead of using names, you might just want to use positions, because people can change all the time.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah, just a thought.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Good job, John.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Okay, do we have any questions or comments? Okay, thanks. I need a motion to pay the bills, Kathy.
If we must.
Second,
Second it.
second, John Dravick. All in favor? Opposed? Charlie, I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Hey, John, you're gonna lock up tonight?
Yes, I've got the door. I'm gonna lock it up right now. Here we go. Ready?
Everybody has a job here.
Stay safe.
Take
Yeah,
care.
everybody. Stay.
All right. Good
Yeah,
night.
thank